Your album, you love to get the guest features on there like a lot. So why do you always have like a lot of guest features? Is it like a time restraint thing for you?
No. I just love beautiful music and artists. And when you're coming up in the game, you have dreams of working with your favorite artists.
Mm-hmm.
Why shouldn't I? I know my fans just want to hear a whole album with just me. That's fucking boring as fuck to me. I'm sorry. But I want to be able to say I did that. I work with people I like to work with, and I'm independent, and I get to show off. Like, look what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Independent. You know what I mean? Out of respect.
Mm-hmm.
That feels so wonderful to me.
Is there anybody that you really want to work with that you haven't yet? I know there's a long list, but like at the top of the list.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Marsha Ambrosius.
You still haven't got that?
No.
You know, when I interviewed her, she did say that she'd be down. This was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
I never heard that. Marsha Ambrosius.
Of course.
I know. Somebody told me that she said she wouldn't work with me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said that.
Nah, she
Long
said,
time ago.
if I recall right, she said something about like she hadn't got reached out about doing a record with you, but she'd be down if you reached out.
You want her? Do I want what? Marsha Ambrosius? Yeah. I went to her show in Kansas City, Missouri last year, and I was able to give her a hug and say, I was stuck. I've never been stuck. I'm a real dude, you know what I'm saying? I've never been stuck by somebody that's talented, but I had no words. I just said, you're wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the song that I wanted her on for all 6s and 7s in my hand. But I didn't give it to her. I gave it to her manager. I said, just let her rest and give her this, man, and see if she likes it. And maybe he never got it to her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they're busy, you know what I mean? But I was stuck. She's uber talented. She's written for Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful voice.
Butterfly, you know what I'm saying? Just, man, Game keeps working with her. I'm like, damn it. You know, how does Game get Marsha like all the time? It must be close, you know what I'm saying? I'm going, JC, help me, man, get Marsha, you know. And she did some beautiful shit for Game, dude. But, you know, I'm always going to work with the people that I love listening to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and my features is a way to show you that, yeah, I'm underground, but my talent is beyond everything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
beyond any level that anybody could place me. And when you see the collaborations I have on something else, you say, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people be on that shit like, oh, N9ne's going mainstream just because these people have sold millions of records. That don't mean shit. That don't mean I'm gonna sell millions of records. That they're on my. It's not written in blood that just because they hear this certain dude doing a chorus for me, that all their fans are gonna buy my records. That never happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's for me.
Mm-hmm.
I work with the people that I love.
Yeah,
That's
you
for
bring
me.
them into your world.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so there was a rumor going around that I heard you were doing Psycho Bitch 3.
I was gonna do Psycho Bitch 3 and Worldwide Choppers 2, but I won't rush them
Mm-hmm.
just to get it to the fans, and the fans talk shit because these are serious songs. And if you make sequels and all that kind of shit to these songs and they're bunk,
The fans are
the
gonna tell
fans
you.
are gonna know it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had an idea for Psycho Bitch 3, and I had Seven make it. And I had no idea that Ritz already had this sample. I gotta tell Ritz this. His White Jesus sample was the Death March. I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the Death March idea for Psycho Bitch 3. And we were tweaking it. I was about to write it, and I'm like, it's not all the way there, man. The fans are gonna know that this is not 3. You know what I mean? 3 has to be humongous. You know, because 1 is Michael Myers, 2 is Phantom. You know what I'm saying? And 3 has to be something. You know what I mean? And so I put it on hold. You know, and I really didn't want to do Worldwide Choppers 2 yet. It's too soon, you know what I mean? And it's like...
People are still digesting the first one.
Yeah, man, it's elite. How you going to top that? What? Do I just... Everybody keeps telling me to put all these foreign people on it, but if the people in America don't understand it, well, how is it going to be better? You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm always going to have the foreign element on Worldwide Choppers, because that's the whole thing, worldwide, you know? And I found some choppers in Germany, Chef Ket and Amevu, you know what I'm saying? I found some, you know what I mean? I found another dude too in Germany, I forgot his name. But it has to be, Matt, we were really, me and Seven, we were really thinking about it, like, do we use elements from the last one? Or do we use the same beat, or we do create? And I ask people on Twitter, they do a whole new beat, Tech, and that's a hard thing. And like when you got the main choppers on Worldwide Choppers, like Twista, the main chopper, you know what I'm saying? You got Busta, another one. You got N9ne, a crazy fucking chopper, you know. You got Twisted Insane. I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? For 2. You tell me, what do I do? Who can fuck with all them niggas I just named? Oh, but then you got newcomers that I run into and I see that are just beautiful lyrically, fucking Horseshoe Gang. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get these niggas on something. And I'm not giving up on Horseshoe Gang. I got an idea to get them on something else, man. You know what I'm saying? We're still recording for it. I have to be in the studio tomorrow here. It's gonna take a while, man. It's already taken a while for these things. And the reason why it's gonna take a while is because the fans have to be totally satiated, you know what I'm saying? And I want them to be satisfied, you know, and feel that Psycho Bitch 3 is 3, and that will be it, you know what I mean? I kind of felt like Worldwide Choppers was the last one, that's why I put so many people on it. But when I created Worldwide Choppers, the fans started it all over. Like Midwest Choppers 1, Midwest Choppers 2. Okay, Worldwide Choppers, that's 1. That's what we're doing. Like, no, that's 3. That's Midwest Choppers 3, motherfucker. That's it. I only do 3, but other choppers are being born, so we'll see. But it ain't time for it yet. I'm sorry and shit. It has to be good because I cannot have my fans talking shit, and they will. Technicians are critical, as they should be. And I'm not going to be the one to just throw it out there for their enjoyment. And it's not 100. That's hard to beat that last one, bro. It's hard to beat. Beat-wise, hook-wise, all the hooks are humongous. We can sing, we can bang, it ain't no game, we can sing. I be on the East Coast, I be on the West Coast, I be north, south, on the side, Mr. Chopper. These are big, like, well. I'm like years ahead of my bed. Won't stop, you can come bring it right here. All of them are huge choruses. I'm not about to fucking slouch, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna have to be like, if I do Worldwide Choppers 2, Eminem gonna have to be on it, and, you know, just Jay-Z gotta go back to doing his chopping and shit, like, what? It's not gonna be something big like that, and until I can do that, I'm not doing it.
You mentioned Eminem. I wanted to go back to that Psycho Bitch 3.
Yeah,
part of the rumor was he was gonna be on it.
That's what I wanted. It would have been good.
Will you still want to do that eventually?
No, I got another one for him. You know what I mean?
For this album, or you just...
Yeah, for this album. I got another one. But, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna wait for it to come. It didn't come. Like when we did it, it wasn't the one. And Ritz already had the Death March. I'm like, I didn't even notice it until I was watching his show. And he comes out to it. Dun, 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 I was like, that's like a bitch 3. I can't do this. He's been at this song. You know what I mean? I didn't even tell him that. I gotta tell Ritz. Like, nigga, I ain't know that I was dreaming about a song you already had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I planned the Death March for Psycho Bitch 3 for years.
Mm-hmm.
So much you could do with it, you know. Nah, I canceled it off the album thus far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my final question is, you're doing an EP called Therapy with legendary rock producer Ross Robinson.
Damn, you know about that already, huh?
Yeah, man, I do my research.
Yeah.
And you mentioned it's coming out November 5th now.
Yeah.
So how did you link up with Ross, and what are your goals for like this EP and how it sounds and all that?
I did something with Ross already, you know what I'm saying? Something called the House of Shock. Something that's down in Louisiana, or, you know, New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? We did a song that was produced by DJ Starscream, DJ from Slipknot, you know, Sid. And I liked the environment where I did the song with Ross at his house right off Venice Beach. It was comfortable. And he brings a lot out of you. I was going through some serious shit with my family at the time, and he got some emotion out of me, and you know, I'm like, fuck, it works. He's a muse, just like me. I'm a muse, just like Chris, muse. We give people inspiration, you know. Ross is good at that shit. So when Travis asked me, what do you think about doing a whole EP with Ross, you know, rock and roll? And I'm like, let's call it therapy, because that's what it is when you work with Ross. It's therapy. You're getting everything out. And I've always used my music as therapy, but this is just a different doctor. We'll see.
Okay, well, Tech, I always appreciate chopping it up with you. It's always a pleasure. You got any last words? Anything else you want to say?
Try to find happy as fuck in your life, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find it every day, you know? And this is, my son gave me this, it reminds me where I need to go. That's all that matters, is if you're happy as fuck.